Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. They are big believers that food should bring joy and deeper appreciation for the people who grow and create it. So they built a space for everyone to come together and shop with intentionality. In today's A Dash of That segment, our favorite food and cultural journalist, Martina Yvette Allen, takes us to Nelly's Grocery and Wine.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited. I cheated. I took a sneak peek at your IG yesterday, and I cannot wait to talk about this place.
Yes, absolutely. So this one is going to set downtown Savannah ablaze. This is going to be one of those new bills that's going to actually bring back the revitalization of the history of what used to be Black-owned West Side Savannah. If you know, the 1960s, the Black Wall Street movement was very popular, of course, on MLK in the downtown area. And now the owners, Stan as well as Chanel Parker, are going to bring in Nelly's Grocery and Wine to actually just go ahead and offset that different part of revitalization that we need.
And you know, a lot of that happened because of urban renewal, and now things are coming back. So there's an interesting concept. Is the grocery store that we didn't know that we needed.
Right.
Owners Chanel and Stan Parker say that they hope to reintroduce the idea of the community coming together to shop and knowing their customers by name.
Absolutely. For some reason, when we were speaking, it reminded me a lot of that scene from Sinners when they had like the catfish and it was like this neighborhood grocery store. And that's really what they want to embody. They want people to come in. They want to get to know what you like, what your flavor profiles are. If you like spinach, if you don't like meat, whatever it may be. So that way they can actually start building your own grocery list for you as well before you even walk through the door.
It's kind of like walking in and they go, the regular.
Right,
and
absolutely.
They know what you want. So the couple, Chanel and Stan,
yes,
they're from Kansas City.
They are not from here. They are transplants. As a matter of fact, this was a faith moment for them. So they actually came here on an anniversary trip. That anniversary trip then led to Stan actually receiving a position out of the blue to come to Savannah. And so by day, he is an accountant. So this is one of those things that he actually does with Chanel, which is her passion project as well. She came from the tech industry. And this all started from a newsletter in a dream.
What?
Yes. So Chanel used to have a newsletter. She used to talk about her food. She used to talk about how storytelling kind of relates to the food process. And then from there came this grand idea of actually building a community grocery store. They walked around the area and they do know, and they also know that they don't want to change the idea. They know that Savannah has a very rich history. The Yamacraw Market and things of that nature are always all around them, but they were intentional about where they wanted to place this particular build.
Now we know that Savannah has struggled with food apartheid in certain neighborhoods, and this is one of them. This is one of those areas. So now they're bringing fresh food and produce and wine.
To
folks
you gotta have
in
a
the
little
area.
fun too. So that is correct. So they are actually going to be located at 630 Indian Street. So they are not open quite yet. So just wait till the
Cool
summer.
your heels,
Okay.
pump your brakes.
Exactly. But for the most part, this particular area, if you are familiar with the Savannah area, there is not many grocery store access in this area, especially when you're around the Yamacraw villages. So this actually is going to bring that particular grocery store just a step away from certain homes and divisions. And then also it is accessible to public transportation, even though we do have some disparities in those areas too, but they still want to highlight that there is some accessibility there as well.
New business, old building.
Yes, absolutely. Old building. So this actually will be underneath the Baxley apartments. So this is going to be one of those areas that are very accessible. There is a lot more parking on Indian Street than there is in certain hubs of downtown Savannah. And then you do have those two parking garages that are nearby as well. So there is a lot of different access ways to get there.
What was it like walking through those doors?
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It's vibrant. Just like the couple, it gives a distinct story of who they are as people. It gives that bright sense. It tells a lot about their nature, their personality. And I think the biggest thing about this is also the wine curation program kind of fits the profile of their design. Their wine, they want it to be more so bubbly. They want it to have minimal any type of manipulation involved in it, low ABV, because they're actually trying to meet a market, and the market is shifting in Savannah a little bit to a more drier city. So they're going to try to get on the heel of that and also kind of embrace that as well in the neighborhood.
You call this a curated mini box grocer.
Yes, that's correct. And of course, because we have our bigger grocery stores as well. We have Publix, we have our Whole Foods. There's a Publix that's moving in on the Eastern Wharf area as well. So we want to know all those things.
Okay.
So with that being said, you do have Nelly's, and Nelly's is actually going to be that mini mart. So it's not going to be a huge grocery store, but it's one that you could walk in and get some things on convenience if you need it as well.
Yeah, just something that makes you feel like home. Absolutely. So what is this?
So these are some of the products that they're aligning with right now. They're working with AO. They're also working with, which is like a very curated like mayonnaise brand as well, Aioli's as well. They're also going to be working with Yo, which is like the pizza company. They do Greek yogurt pizza. The hot girl pickles are going to be really, really huge.
I think I'll like those.
Yes. And then, of course, also they want to embrace the neighborhood. So a lot of the things that they're going to start doing is actually working with a lot of local farmers in the area. This is the Silky Smooth peanut butter. Isn't that a pretty peanut butter?
It is. You almost don't want to open it.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be more than just food. They also have like a beauty area too. So if you want to get like some wellness items, you can as well. But one of the things they want to also put into play is that they want to also work more so with Black-owned businesses. They want that to be a highlight as well. For them to be Black-owned grocers, to have that historical moment, they also want to make sure their products kind of dictate to who they are as well.
Yeah, so
yes.
Here's, last one.
Okay,
real
this
quick.
one here is a salted peanut mix. I think it's called Goshi Soap. So this is one of the brands that they also will be working with. They only gave me a small listing of the brands. They said that they want to actually have certain things just be a surprise as they move towards the grand opening in the summer.
Hello to my new favorite shop.
Yes, your new favorite shop. And those blue towels are going to be synonymous when you go there. Those blue towels are going to be the way that you actually understand what Nelly's is. It's that deep blue that kind of just represents, in my opinion, just the Gullah Geechee culture, which is exquisite here as well.
All right, Martina Yvette, thank you so much for joining us today. Nelly's Grocery and Wine is located at 630 Indian Street, Unit A in Savannah. They're open 8:30 until 8 Monday through Saturday, 11 until 6 on Sunday. If you'd like to see this interview again with Martina or visit her blog, A Dash of That, A Dash of History, this segment and any of her previous interviews, just visit our website, wsav.com/Martina. I cannot wait until summer.
Yes.
Thank you, Martina.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it.